Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Has Been podcast. We're your host, Adam.
Holland.
And I'm Skylar.
Today, before we start the podcast, I'd like to remind you that sometimes you need a little water to grow the seed. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what? We'll work with it. You're probably wondering what that poster was at like the waiting screen, right? Helen will explain that, right?
Okay, so the wanted poster, I probably shouldn't be smiling for this bit, but anywho, the wanted poster is for Brian, I don't want to say his last name because I'm gonna butcher it. But Brian Laundrie in the Gabby Petito case. And so if you see a guy and you're certain of this description, we don't want someone calling the police station and being like, hey, saw a dude looking like Brian, turns out like every other guy. But if you are certain that you've seen a guy of Brian's description, please call the bounty hunter or the police force immediately. So yeah, to help the case going.
Yes, and he is still out there wanted. And yeah, I'm not going to get deep into it because I don't want to spend an hour talking about this again. And then Adam goes off on something, on one of his stories, and we have to end it. We don't even know how we ended last week.
Yeah.
Adam, just go.
It
Just
wasn't
go.
that bad. It wasn't that bad, okay?
No, it wasn't
I
that
do have
bad.
to say the one reaction I got from someone that watched was they said the funniest part of it was how I just walked off after it.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
like,
it was just.
I was
It
like,
was
I
more
thought
shocking.
Holland's face was the funniest.
Yeah. No, it
That's our
was.
new advertising.
It was just funny because hearing Adam say something like that, I never thought in a million years. Because Adam's, I don't know, I just never thought Adam would say something like that.
What, two shoes? I've had everyone call me that for all my life. I'm not good.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's shocking hearing you say something like that, you know?
But anyway, remember
is
when
shocking,
we were
I
going to
must
have
say.
a topic for this episode? Because I do, because today's topic is inspirations when we felt really down. You know? You know those times when you're really down on yourself and you feel like you can't really pick yourself up, like you're telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then one of your friends or something like that comes along and they really cheer you up. Let's tell one of those stories. Holland, you start.
Okay, so I have
Yeah, Holland, go.
two people that inspire me. One of them's serious, the other one isn't so serious. Which one do you want me to go first?
Serious?
Okay, well, okay. So it's a complicated story. So my aunt actually, whenever I tell the story, they're like they think of aunt as like this old lady person. She's actually like 23, 24. But she went waterfall climbing like a couple years ago, and she actually fell from like a really like high drop and everything, and she lost her leg. And during all this, she was trying to go to med school and become a nurse and do all this stuff. And even when I was little, I looked up to her because, you look up to people that, of course, older than you. And she was really good in school. She was just an overall good kid. And then once she lost her leg, she got a prosthetic. And immediately, like, she started going back to school. She actually graduated school, became a nurse. And she got to do everything she wanted to do. So I was like, wow, I mean, I really have no excuses if, my aunt that's over here with one leg can do more stuff than I can, So yeah. And then the second one, which I feel like it's a bit funny to say right after that serious one. It's Po from Kung Fu Panda. I think that's how you say his name. But no, it's Po. Because he came in and he was like, I don't know anything about this. And eventually he used cookies to figure out how to fight, I feel like it's very inspiring and we should all learn a lesson from that. So yeah, Adam.
You have one?
Adam, you go first because I
Okay.
am
Well, I
trying to
have
follow
quite
up
a
on
few.
something here in the Scabby case.
Well, I actually have quite a bit of stories like that. You know, you probably think like these guys know me that I'm kind of positive. So when it comes to me feeling really down on myself, when I'm in my slumps, I don't usually tell people that I'm in my slumps. People don't usually know. People can tell that I'm in my slumps, but I don't usually say anything. I'm really quiet. I'm really quiet about it. So, yeah, that much. Or I'm just like really upset. You can again, I'm visually upset, but I don't say anything.
Yeah.
But these guys know me. They know that I don't often upset, and I usually try to help other people not get upset
Yeah.
or get out of their little slumps. But when I do, but in cross country meets, it happens quite a bit in cross country meets because there are times where I'm just like, this is, and I still have like half of this to go. Dang, this is gonna take forever. I can't do this. But I think maybe one of the funniest times, like when someone cheered me up during a cross country meet, was my last meet. We were heading over. Me and a few of my teammates. We were heading towards the starting line, and we were talking about dyeing our hair, and we were joking around about it. It was just, and I made a comment about me dyeing my hair purple because I was just like, my hair would actually look pretty. I might dye my tips purple. It might look pretty good. And then this random girl, she walks past us, and she says, I can see it. I can see it. You would look good with your hair purple. I was just like, thank you. I know, but thank you. So yeah, when we make it to the line, and we were like halfway through the race, it was at the 1.5 mile mark, so it was 3.1 miles. And I was heading up a hill. I was real tired. I wanted to give up. I wanted to start walking at that point because honestly, it was awful. It's just a whole bunch of hills. And I hear the same girl. She says, "Dye your hair purple," and I just kind of laughed to myself. It actually kind of like pumped me up. Like, okay, I got this. I'll just dye my hair purple after a race. No problem. Let's do this. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was. I could not find her. No, I couldn't remember her face. It's just like, well, I wanted to say thank you, but okay, that's all. That's my story. Skylar,
Oh, you said you had a few.
uh,
You said you had a few.
I inspire myself. Okay, I tend to inspire myself.
Every narcissist has said that.
Kind of. I'm kind of like Adam on this, so I've been trying to think of a story myself. So
Really?
let's
Yeah,
kind
no one
of,
can
yeah, I've been trying to think of a story because I don't know of one right off the top of my head. So I'm kind of gonna go off of what you guys, not really go off of what you guys just done, but kind of go off that path and go into like what inspired me to get into weather. And it's one guy that done it, and well, there's a few. There's a few local meteorologists that done it, but there's one main guy, and any of the weather nerds that I'm friends with know this guy. Yes, we call ourselves weather nerds, and that is the legend, the man, whatever you want to call him, James Spann. And he is the one I think that's inspired about everyone to get into meteorology. His house back on March 25th, his house got hit by a tornado. I can't remember the size of the tornado and all that right off the top of my head. But he stayed on. He went off there for 2 minutes to make sure his wife was okay, and he came right back in front of the green screen and stayed on for hours, make sure people stay safe. So that's my story.
Wow. No Kung Fu Panda stories?
No Kung Fu Panda stories. I think you're the only one like that.
See, like I can name like 50 cartoon characters that have inspired me to be the person I am today.
Go ahead and tell them.
See, I couldn't do that.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and tell them because
okay.
we've got to our stories in 10 minutes.
Okay. First, number one, Poe. Second, oh shoot, I almost fell. Rigby from regular
Second time
show.
tonight.
Rigby from regular show. Third, does Adult Swim count?
Go ahead, let it count.
Yeah.
I know those cartoons, so go ahead, let it count.
Well, no, I can't say BoJack Horseman. I feel it. No, I'm not. I know. I'm not inspired by BoJack Horseman. I was gonna say a character from BoJack Horseman. I'm not gonna say BoJack Horseman. Horrible person, horrible character. Anywho, I guess Diana from BoJack Horseman. See, there's multiple. Does Disney count? Does Disney count?
Whatever at this point. We have a lot of time to cover, and
You know,
Okay.
you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Adam, I think if anyone's done, it's you.
I am not done. Okay, look, it wasn't that
Sid
bad.
from Toy Story. Sid from Toy Story. That was a joke. I'm not gonna like destroy a bunch of toys. Yeah. Those were my 50. I counted them all on my hand.
Okay, yeah, those are definitely 50, and we spent a lot of time on this topic.
Yes, we
Adam. Okay,
Yes?
you're gone.
Hello?
What should we discuss? Adam, you're good at this stuff, coming up with stuff on the spot.
What makes you think I'm good at anything on the spot?
You literally do improv.
Well, yeah.
I never said I was good at it.
Well,
said
we
you're-
think you are, so. Yeah, we
Well,
said
you
you're good
guys
at
are
it.
obviously lying to yourselves.
I mean, we could kind of continue last week's episode
Sound like my
before,
therapist.
what we was talking about before Adam got off topic.
I mean, sure. But before that, I have a band story.
No.
We're not doing it our band story. Those always end up terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
come
short.
on, guys.
I don't think we're going to let you tell. I think, okay, we have made a rule on this podcast. Rule number 1, and I just made this up on the spot. No more band stories from Adam.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. First of all, thank you.
But band camp.
No, band.
No.
I'm not.
Okay.
How about I tell
okay,
you about the
maybe a
first
band
time
story, but not band camp.
Maybe. How about I tell you guys about the first time I've ever cussed? First time I ever
You
cussed.
You?
Yeah. How about
Oh my god.
No, I never thought. Whoa, my heart is shattered. I didn't know you cussed, bro.
I did not either.
I
Oh
don't.
my God.
Absolutely. I don't cuss. It was for a
Adam
game.
did not say that.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
It was
I
for
think Colin's going to make a face like that every week, and we're going to be able to promote it every
Well,
week.
yeah,
which is good.
especially if I found out that Adam isn't like innocent. Like, dang, like,
The good part is that we thought he was.
my voice.
Adam was
jokes
just,
that I make at school. I mean, literally.
well, your jokes have never been good at school, Adam. At least a lot of people say that.
What?
A lot of people say your jokes are never good.
Don't know who'd say that.
What?
I don't know who would say that. Who would ever say that?
My jokes are hilarious.
Well,
Thank you very much.
okay. Yeah, sure.
You guys.
I still am kind of in shock over what Adam just said.
Same. Like
But we don't need band camp stories. We don't need band camp stories on this podcast.
I have a band story.
No.
That
No. Just
Ew,
no.
very-
You get to talk about your band stories. I get to talk about my cartoon characters. Okay.
Adam is tired. Or Holland is tired.
How
of her
about
face
I
being
tell you
used
guys
promoting
about-
the show.
How about I tell you guys about the time where my friend? Anyway, never mind.
And next
Never.
week on the Has-Beens.
I'm done.
You guys continue. It's your turn.
I love how we literally. This is what we do every week. We set a topic and we talk about that for like 5 minutes, and we speed through that, and then it's just ridiculous from now on. And we find out more stuff about each other.
Well,
No, we probably
last
shouldn't
week
find
we
out.
was staying on topic. I mean, last week we was on topic, and then took us off topic.
Yeah, because
Last
we were
week it was
ranting.
all-
We were ranting about a case.
He was ranting about this Brian guy. I'll put his wanted poster in the bottom left, and this idiot face is what I call him. I could call him other words, but we're on YouTube, and well, yeah.
But of course, it couldn't
we'll
be a
stick with that.
Has-Beens episode if we didn't just like go off topic once.
No.
We was actually talking about something serious, and then you made it where we was like laughing so hard that we couldn't even close out the episode.
Yeah.
And I accidentally disconnected myself from the Zoom.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was last week in the middle of all the chaos.
Look, guys. Look, it wasn't that bad. I promise.
Okay.
It was
you
coming
say
from
that
me.
to yourself. That was something unexpected, surprising. What other words to describe it? It was kind of funny though. I will say.
How about right now we talk about cartoons that we've watched?
I was good about the cartoon.
Okay, yeah, you guys.
Last week, whenever we were talking about the serious stuff, you know how hard it was? Like, I have this horrible tendency. I'll be talking about the most, like, god-awful stuff. Like, it'll be, like, about murder or, like, some, like, horrible thing that happened to someone, and I'll just be sitting there smiling. Because I
I'm
get
like
so
that.
awkward. I get so awkward.
I
so I
have the
just
reporter tendency that where you have to smile as you're coming on, and when I'm not talking, I'm normally like, and I'm like, that was the issue I had last week too.
yeah,
We was actually talking about something very serious.
yeah, we just talking about murder. I was over here, like, smiling. Because, like, I don't know. If I have to talk about something serious, no matter what, I can't help it. Like, I'll be, like, smirking. It's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I
don't know these
and then
people.
Adam, but yeah,
I don't know these people.
no,
You know,
don't know at all. I do have to say, Adam was over there, and he actually wasn't smiling or anything last week until obviously he went off topic. But during the actual serious stuff, like he was, I think, one of the only. Well, there's only 3 of us here. He's probably the only one not somewhat smiling during the episode, just because. And it's not because of the case that we were smiling. It's just our tendencies.
yeah.
Any awkward silence, or if I'm uncomfortable, I just start smiling.
Yeah, and last week was
I'm not a
interesting.
psychopath like you guys. Okay. I'm not evil. Okay. I'm not gonna smile
Okay, I
at
don't.
murders and death.
I don't know if this is just my computer, but whenever Adam said that, it completely glitched.
Brian's
So all I heard was, "I'm not
Adam.
evil," as it glitched, and I'm like, "Oh."
Connection.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
that
it's
could have been. I don't know if the podcast heard it or not.
Yeah, no, it's definitely my connection. It sucks.
No, it was just really funny because you're like, "I'm not evil," as it glitched, and I was like,
I
"Yeah,
was like, huh? Okay.
yeah." If you lie, your computer glitches. That's why my computer never glitches.
Okay.
Now you guys know why at half of the time last week I didn't hear what you guys said.
Because of your internet connection?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like extremely uncomfortable because you were just sitting here the whole time like.
I wasn't
Yeah, and
uncomfortable. No, I was
and
listening.
we was like very into the true crime stuff, and you're over there like, uh-huh, uh-huh. What are these two talking about?
Yeah,
Which
Do
I
I
think we
look
got Adam a little bit
uncomfortable?
interested in this case.
Wait, no, no. Was I uncomfortable? I just had nothing to say.
well, no, like you just looked like you were like I don't know. It just looked like your face was resting. Is the only thing.
I'm trying to figure out here something related to the Gabby case. But as far as I know, they're actually searching after dark tonight. So Dog the Bounty Hunter is still out searching the island after dark. That is something he would not do night before last. Yesterday, really didn't search the islands. Today, they've been heavily on doing that in that Fort DeSoto campground. And as of right now, as far as I know, I'm trying to confirm this, but there is people that Dog is still searching even after dark, which is till, and he's got canines out. That is confirmed and everything else. I think he's got it. I know he's got a very hot lead. I think they're close to finding. I don't think it'll be tonight. I think it'll be tomorrow probably, or a few days from now. But I think they're on the right track.
Yeah. Wait. So where was the case like originally? Like where are they from? Like where are Brian's parents at?
Brian's parents live in Florida, so they live in Northport, Florida, where kind of the search is centered. Okay. So the search occurred over 2 locations today. Some people could say a third if they want to believe rumors they saw on social media. I am not going to incorporate the North Carolina rumors within this. 2 search areas today. One in the Carlson Reserve, which I'm gonna be with you. My personal opinion, I don't know why they're still searching the reserve. I don't believe he's in there. There might be a little bit of evidence in there because they're trying to throw the cops off, but I don't think he personally is in there. I think Dog the Bounty Hunter's on the right track. So what happened was what set Dog off was there's been a tip and a confirmed tip by reporters. Well, part of it was confirmed by reporters. The other part, Dog is just saying that this is what the tipster told him. This is what he has confirmed. Reporters only confirmed part of this. They went to a campground September 6th through 8th and stayed. He said Brian, his mom, his dad went in. This was after she wasn't reported missing yet, but he had already came back without all that. He said 3 people went in on the 6th, 2 people came out on the 8th. Brian was not one of the ones that came out on the 8th. And those are waterfront camping spots. So if you go in, if you have like a little kayak, canoe, some kind of little boat, you could easily get to one of there's little islands off the actual property of the campground. It's still technically incorporated in the campground. You could easily get to those little islands and stay out and just hide out. And that's where Dog is searching. I think Dog's on a very hot track doing that personally. I think if these islands turn up nothing, I think he's got to be on the Appalachian Trail. He's not in the 25,000 acre reserve. Sorry, Northport Police, FBI. My personal opinion, he's not there. He's either going to be on the islands, or I think personally either on the Appalachian Trail, which I think should have been. But it's hard to search the trail. I was going to say, I think it's hard not to believe that they've not searched the trail yet.
Yeah.
But it's also hard to search a 2,000-mile trail that runs from Georgia to Maine.
Yeah.
So right now, I looked through the trail map. I'm thinking, and sightings somewhat are lining up right with what I'm thinking. I don't think these possible sightings are him. I don't think the whole thing about him being in the grandpa's car in North Carolina today is true. I personally don't think that's true. Now, does that not mean it's not? No, but Dog would have done called off his search. Know how Dog the Bounty Hunter is. If he thought it was true, he would have called it off and been trucking it to North Carolina. So I don't believe that's true. I believe that if he's on the Appalachian Trail, he is right near the North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia border, lining up for about 2 weeks now. I'm going to say September 11th, which is when Gabby was officially a missing person. They went on that camping trip the 6th through the 8th, so I'm going to say it's probably around the 11th. when he would got on the trail, line that up with what is today? September like 29th, something like September 29th, March 30th. So September 29th, lining that up with somewhere probably between the Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee border. Okay, they're kind of all three of those states come together. That'd be near Boone, Boone, North Carolina, Mountain City, Tennessee, Damascus, Virginia. Those areas is kind of where I'm thinking. If he's been on that trail, if he's on the trail, if he's mirroring the trail, because these little towns, Boone's a college town, Mountain City, Damascus, they have these little, these little stores he could go in, and that neck of the woods. Some people might not be watching the news; they might not notice him. I also think hikers on the Appalachian Trail need to be alert too. If you see someone matching the description at the bottom of the screen, they need to call either 1-833-TEL-DOG or the FBI.
Now 0.
So
Yeah, I'm very proud of me not smiling awkwardly during the whole thing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how they think he's like around here possibly, and that just unsettles me even more. Like
it's unsettling knowing he.
Like I'm invested in true crime, but I don't. Yeah.
It's kind of concerning me that he could be on the trail and possible sightings. The grandpa's car thing, knowing he was in a car, possibly 2 to 3 hours away from me, scared me when I heard it. I'm going to be honest. Kind of freaked me out for a minute. I dug into who was reporting this, who was the initial source of this, pictures, what has actually happened. I have found that I don't believe it's true. Not saying it's not saying it's 100% not true, but don't think it is. I think something would have came out if they knew he was traveling in a car, because that came in at 3 o'clock today is when that was first started being reported, right around 3 o'clock. Eastern.
Okay, so I admire the courage that Skylar had, but one day, Skylar texts the group chat.
Oh God, I don't know what this could be.
Showing this news, and he says,
"I said I wanted to go on the Appalachian Trail, didn't I? If you're going that far, I'm not doing that."
He says he's going to find this man himself.
I'm finding this dude and getting my $70,000. No, I'm not going to go find him. Look, it's too dangerous. Yes, it would kind of. I'm not saying it'd be cool to find the dude, but it would be also kind of know that you helped bring justice to the Petito family.
Yeah.
But my thing is, now if I knew he was in my area on that trail, I'm not saying I want to go to a few entrance points of the trail and see if I saw any evidence or anything.
Yeah.
Because that's not that far. I could go to an entrance point and be there within 30 minutes. Probably, well, no, probably about 45. I've got to think it's the right entrance points to the Appalachian Trail now. I'm thinking it could be somewhere like that. I could do that, but I still don't. I don't have enough evidence that I would want to do that. No, enough evidence just yet that he's on the trail. Now, if these searches on the islands come up empty, that could be something that people really need to be on the lookout for. Then.
Yeah. Well, I'm just surprised that not as. Do what?
Oh, go ahead.
I said I'm just surprised that not as many people have said that they've saw him, because there's a lot of people, because if he's suspected around that area, there's a lot of people over there. So I'm surprised that someone hasn't seen him yet. And this case is all over the news. I've talked to a bunch of people all over the place, and they know all about this case. So I'm just surprised no one has seen him. So he's probably either really deep into the woods or hiding out in a building somewhere.
I'm only going to find a tweet here. And this is going to be from Dog the Bounty Hunter's daughter. I retweeted it earlier. It's from 2 days ago. I know it's a little old. but they are looking for experienced hiking and survivalists near the Appalachian Hiking Trail in North Carolina. And before people in the chat start going on about me saying Appalachian and not however the other people are saying it, Appalachia is the right way to say it, not Appalachia. The other ones are saying. Can't even say it the way the other people are saying it. Appalachian. Yeah. No. Sorry. Look, I own a page, Appalachian Highlands Weather. It's not Appalachian, it's Appalachian.
Appalachian.
In the store.
Adam, you do not say Appalachian. No. No, there's no way.
Appalachian Trail, Appalachian Mountains, Appalachian Highlands Weather.
No,
Okay. That's it on that. Appalachian, not Appalachian. That's my rank. All right. They're looking for experienced hiking and survivalists in Appalachian Trail, North Carolina. Because they are wanting cameras, stuff like that to see on the trail if you have any cameras, but also they're kind of looking for people to kind of help search that area while they're out on the islands, while they're out searching another tip area, but they can have people searching in the area too, where this search could possibly turn up something as well. Because he's either on those islands or in the Appalachian Trail, my opinion.
Or as Adam says, the Appalachian.
The Appalachian Trail.
Appalachian,
That's
not
that
Appalachian.
is so weird.
Appalachian Trail. It's obviously the Appalachian Trail.
Okay, here's the thing that's got to me. Reporters in Florida, and nothing against any of these awesome reporters that are in Florida staking out the laundry's house right now. I got to say for this, people sending flowers to the laundry's house, kind of two-sided on that. First off, you're probably just wasting your money. Second, yeah, they're going to see them, but what's it really going to do? Nothing.
Yeah.
So, kind of like, I don't understand why you guys are doing, like, I understand why you guys are doing this. You guys are wanting them to know that you hate the laundries and you want justice for Gabby, but you also are wasting your money. But one question that I've been asking, one question that reporters we want, is at some point they're going to have to come out and cut their yard. It's getting pretty tall in the front, and they've not done that yet since the reporters have staked out their yard for like 3 weeks. But that's because, and the bullhorn protesters. There's this one lady, she'll go out with a bullhorn every day in front of their house and start yelling on the bullhorn. That lady is awesome. And also, don't call 911 and say there's shots fired at their address. Sorry. I know we don't like the idiots right now. I know I just said that, but at this point, I don't really care. But don't call and say there were shots fired and try to get their house wadded. Don't call and order pizza to their house. That's dumb. You're basically just helping them get food if you're doing that. I mean, you're basically helping them out. And third off, for the laundry, don't call 911 when Dog the Bounty Hunter comes knocking on your door. They've done that. Dog the Bounty Hunter came knocking on the door Saturday. You want to know what the mom of Brian Laundry does? Pick up the phone and call 911. He's coming to help find your son. I don't think I'd be calling 911. I think I would try to help him and answer the door and help him any way I could. Anyway, your son.
I love how you just
whatever.
And you're like, anyway.
It's your son. I know you're probably helping him out, hiding him, whatever. But if you don't want to help find him, well, that's fine. Eventually, when they have enough evidence that you knew where he was aiding and abetting after Gabby's murder, you'll be in jail too. All right. Yeah. My thoughts on the parents and the idiots.
Very heated discussion.
It gets heated when I talk about this case, just because the parents know something.
Yeah.
That they're not telling the FBI. Oh, and they hired a lawyer, right? Their lawyer, come to find out, is a real estate lawyer. He's not a criminal defense lawyer. He's a real estate lawyer. What is he going to do for you? Sell your house after you go to jail?
Okay, hold up. That's weird.
Okay.
Because they lawyered
Their
up.
lawyer
so
is a real estate lawyer. They lawyered up so quick. That was weird. Well, supposedly, I've been their attorney for 20 years. That's what the lawyer told reporters. I don't care. You still don't call them that quick.
Yeah, like literally, I would think if your soon-to-be daughter-in-law is found missing, you're gonna be like, "Oh, better lawyer up." Like, no, that's horrible.
When
Like
you're
that.
trying to come home without her after a cross country trip and you lawyer up, you know something's up.
But
Yeah. It also gets heated
good.
if you talk about going thunderstorm tracking, while not being trained.
Yeah, that gets heated, but that's a no, that gets too heated.
oh yeah, Skylar, remember
If you
when
want it, because you
lightning
do it, just
strike
get your name on
struck
TV.
right outside your door?
What?
Oh yeah, I remember that when I was out on the front porch and the lightning strike came right down in my front yard. Yeah, I remember that vividly.
Hey, I thought you were trained. I thought
Came
you
inside to find out all my computers got turned off during that, and that made me mad.
not the fact
My
that you
whole
could.
setup in here.
Not the fact that there
Yeah,
was a
that didn't
lightning
make me mad. It made a few of my friends mad that I was outside in the middle of a thunderstorm with lightning and it hit my yard, and I still went right back outside. That
No.
hit me.
about to leave the
I
house.
did come inside for a second, like, holy crap, that just happened. And then I walked right back out.
No, Skylar. No, this is Skylar. He walks out the door. Lightning strikes is like right in front of him, just like, oh no, my computers are shut down.
I walked back inside
Yeah,
and I saw the
literally.
power had flickered, and I was like, no, this whole setup back here in my room, studio, whatever you want to call it, just shut down. My printer, my four monitor setup, my green screen, everything shut down. I was
Livid.
livid.
You were livid.
I was livid.
Never mind the fact you could have been struck by lightning or.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
Oh
on
Oh
important.
my god, you sound like some of my friends, Holland. Sound like some of my other friends. You need to get inside during lightning. No.
You're
Oh,
the one that's literally like,
great.
if you're not trained, don't go outside of the
I'm
thunderstorm.
trained. I'm trained. I'm not saying I should probably be outside in a thunderstorm.
Colin, that was so mean.
I should probably be somewhat, but
You didn't know he was
Well,
trained?
you didn't know I was trained? You didn't know I was a trained storm spotter? Okay. Okay.
The funny thing is that he mentioned
I
that
must
he
say
was
I was trained
trained
like 2
when he
episodes
was
ago.
telling people don't do this when they're trained.
Well, I was only listening to the part where he was screaming at people to not go out during thunderstorms.
Well, yeah, because that's the fun part of it, right? But no. Yes, I'm trained. I'm a trained storm spotter who took classes with the National Weather Service. I am a storm spotter.
Should we talk
And-
about our creative
whatever.
writing? What?
Oh no, let's not talk about the.
Let's talk about
Personally,
creative
I don't
writing.
even remember mine.
I don't remember mine either.
What?
It was fun, I must say.
Our
Creative
creative
was
writing experience that you weren't a part of, because guess what, Holland? You didn't join creative writing.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I was being a nerd and joined choir because I want cookies on Christmas.
Okay, that's a good reason to join Fire Club.
Bake this.
Well, that's also true. You could make them. But
Don't you want to be a journalist?
Don't come. Hey. What if I want
Not
to?
why I joined creative writing, though.
What if I want to be like Santa Claus and eat cookies? So I should. It was right. It's the right choice for me. Go to choir club, get some cookies on Christmas. May have been the whole reason I joined choir.
Who knows? No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
I'm kind of excited for Christmas season because I have this after school choir thing. And what we get to do is we get to go out and go caroling.
I'm not excited
No
for the winter
cookies, though.
season. All it doesn't. Oh, you guys.
No cookies, but
All it does for me is bring out the weather trolls that go out here on their Facebook pages. thousands of followers. Oh, we're gonna have a big winter storm, next 2 weeks from now, and it ends up not doing nothing.
I can imagine.
Those people make me mad. They make me madder than the people they don't make me madder than the people that's untrained, but they're super close.
You want to know why they don't make you madder? Because matter is no word. It's more matter.
See, this is why I stand, so I can just walk off.
See, I can't walk off because, literally my room is like, oh! I just knocked something down. Oh, hold up real quick. Let me just fix that. Okay, we're good now.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awkward silence here. All right. Let's talk about, I don't know.
And the setup goes down, 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 down.
How the Has-Beens podcast crew is going to go hiking on the Appalachian Trail here soon.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like so much fun.
The heck, we're not.
Why not, Holland?
We can find the guy in the bottom left of the people's screens.
I was not informed of this. Okay, first of all.
Look, guys, when we find Brian Laundrie, we'll stream it live for you here on the YouTube.
Yeah, on October 1st. On October 31st. Remember? It's the Halloween stream.
You know what I'm doing when I'm trick-or-treating? I'm not doing no stream. I'm trick-or-treating.
You do know Halloween's on Sunday, right? So everyone's probably going to observe it on Saturday.
Hey, guys. Hey, you know what that means? You know what would be great?
We're not doing a Halloween
stream. If we do the all-nighter stream on Halloween. So you know what that means? You gotta get
because that's
100 subscribers by then.
No, that's a Sunday night. I don't want to do it all-nighter on a Sunday night and get a school next day.
It could be the night before.
Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what? I am fine with that as long as none of y'all have the Morgan Wallen. As long as Holland doesn't have tickets to that Morgan Wallen concert.
So come on, guys.
Why would I have a ticket?
Okay, she don't. Well, I didn't know. A lot of people that go to our school have tickets to that. So
that's not my music.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Music
So,
but it would be great to have that to be our Halloween stream.
I think we have the all-nighter that night on October 30th, but we have to get to 100 subscribers by then. And
you know what's great?
I'm not going on a hike. I'm not going on a hike.
I didn't say we was going on a hike.
I'm not going on a hike with you two. I'm sorry. That would not end well.
All right. Breaking news, by the way. So the Dog's team is heading in for the night from their search. They're going to share their findings with his daughter, which is heading the command center back in Hawaii, and they will plan accordingly too. If they really found anything, if they're going to continue there, if they're going to kind of shift their search elsewhere, and possibly look at other tips they've gotten in. All right, this is also a statement. This is from Brian Eaton of News Nation, which is going to be live on News Nation in 15 minutes. So you might want to watch that. If you have News Nation, place cable practice too. This is a quote from Dog's daughter. We are pretty sure that he is stashed out on those islands and mostly active after the parks are closed and everyone goes home. She says they have found personal items believed to be Brian Laundrie's. Brian is on one of those islands right now. An interview with Dog's daughter will be aired tonight on News Nation at 9 o'clock. So anyone interested in the Gabby Petito case, Brian Laundrie manhunt, find News Nation, YouTube TV, Hulu TV, most cable providers. Don't want to say all, but most cable providers have News Nation.
Unless if in 15 minutes we're still going on. And that can
I am watching News Nation at 9 o'clock, and you guys can keep with the podcast, but I will watch News Nation at 9. Just note for that. So if we're still going at 9, I'm hopping off for like 5 minutes because I am watching that. That is new breaking news. So just figured, we could be the first to pass that along, besides Brian Eaton on Twitter.
You know what's also breaking news? We are at 44 subscribers.
Yes, we are at 44.
It's totally because I've been promoting this podcast so much. Much.
When we started promoting, like at the beginning, like 2 weeks ago, we were at 26. 2 weeks ago. 26 subscribers.
I know. Almost. Oh my gosh.
So that's 18.
Almost doubled it. That's what the word is called.
But we need to get to 100. And like, if we get to 1,000, we're going on a hike. We'll put it that way. If we get to 1,000 within the next month, we're going on a hike.
We're going.
Making someone
if we make it to 1,000, like that's ever happening.
Yeah. So I'm not. Okay. No, we're not. We're not around.
All right, no, we're not going to go on a hike, but if we make it to 1,000, we will do something like crazy. Don't know what yet. But, if we do ever make it to 1,000, we have to do something like crazy.
We meet each other in real life.
Well, you know what?
Also,
we could do like a 2-nighter live stream.
No,
One night.
no, not happening. That's not happening. No.
Hang out together on Zoom for 2 days in a row? No. Because it's probably going to be on a weekend, and you guys will get mad when I'm over here watching football screaming at my TV.
No. At the end of the first day, we're just like, okay, it's over. Oh wait, no, we have another day left.
Yeah. No.
Though, we make it to 1,000, we should probably do a live episode. We should probably do a live actual episode, like together.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
1,000's
quite a long time away. We haven't even made it to 100.
Again, that's why I'm saying.
We haven't even made it to 100 yet. We don't even have 100 viewers on any one of our episodes. So.
We sure about that? We're pretty close on one of them.
I think we do. Also, thanks to me, we got a sub today, so I'm amazing.
No, it's all because of me.
It's not because of me. I mean you.
Oh,
no, episode 1 has 113. Episode 1 has 113.
Yeah. So actually,
and now that we have
50 of those views were me.
Mm-hmm. No, 20 of those were my mom. I'm kidding. I need to stop with your mom jokes, really.
Okay.
All right. We have 9 minutes to wrap this up, or I leave early. So just heads up there. And if you guys don't think I'm curious, I am dead serious on that.
One more quick conversation. So, awkward moments. What are some of your awkward moments?
Episode 7. Episode 7 last week.
Yeah, that was a moment.
Your awkward moment?
Yeah, I think that was like a shared awkward moment.
I think that was awkward for all of us.
Different awkward moment.
Different awkward moment.
Yeah, different awkward moment.
Probably this episode. I'm kidding. I'm trying to think. Oh. So today we were playing this game in world history and I knew the answer to it, but I couldn't come up with the word. So I was literally like shouting every other word besides that one. And I was like, I know what it means. Do I have to write it down? And so I didn't get the point. So it kind of sucked, but I knew it. I just couldn't put it to my mind, you know? That's my awkward moment for the day. Happened today, so plus 5 points for me.
Ding, 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 ding. Skylar.
Awkward moment. I'll do one from. So I was, casually doing going back to weather here, casually doing my severe weather coverage. When next thing you know, this loud weather radio I have that goes off when a weather alert issued, unless you turn it off, goes off right in the middle of your coverage because you're the idiot that forgot to turn it off before you went live. So, it starts blaring into the mic and busts everyone's eardrum out. That was awkward.
Well, anyway, thank you, Skylar, for that story. I think it's time for us to wrap this.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap this.
Awkward moment from Adam.
So, if you guys would like,
Adam,
hang on, hold up.
Is there a problem, guys?
Yeah, Adam has to share his awkward moment, or I will not hit the end live stream button. Remember, Adam, I have control over that. You don't.
Sure.
I will keep this live all night, even though I'm gonna dip for 5 minutes.
I said it. I told my story.
No. Don't believe you.
I told my story. Wait. No, I told
episode.
Oh.
Yeah, last episode. I told your story all right.
You know what? I think I know what happened. It must have been one of those glitch things that happens with my computer from time to time. You know?
Sure.
How unfortunate, because silly, funny thing, the story's just blown right out of my head,
I think this is one of those awkward moments for Adam. So anyway, I guess we're going to end last week.
Okay.
So, an awkward moment last week.
So there was this one time.
All right. So
there was this one time we were doing News Crew. It was me and Holland. We were anchors during News Crew. And I was supposed to say something. And I started just jumbling up on the words. And I just completely crashed. I couldn't say the names. I couldn't say the words. I just set my head down. I couldn't do it all. Oh, that's my awkward story.
And it was never pre-recorded. It was always live.
It was always live.
Yeah, I remember. And so I thought that you were going to get back and say stuff. So I didn't want to be rude and be say your part. And then so I waited a couple seconds and I was like, I'll be taking over out of the phone.
There's this other moment where I was talking to my friends and then this was in 6th grade. So I was talking to my friends. I've been in News Crew for a while. Not in 6th grade, 7th grade. I've been in News Crew for a while, and they start talking about how bad the News Crew is. It's so boring. It was just hello guys, I'm right here. I'm a part of the News Crew. Maybe don't.
Maybe just wait till I'm out of the room.
I never got offended by people saying that.
Yeah. If you
my
roast,
thing was they actually watched it, so.
Yeah. No, my thing is if you roast I don't know, News Crew or something, then people they can't really say anything because if you can roast and laugh at yourself, then
Roast yourself. They start roasting you. I'm kidding. No. But anyway, it sounds like we should probably wrap this up because it's 8:56 and Skylar has to watch his new stuff. Holland probably wants to get to that too.
I'm sure Holland would actually.
No, I actually will.
But if you guys remember, the saying was, sometimes you need water to make the seed grow. And, it's a pretty classic saying. I think it's obvious what the intention was there. It was what our topic was supposed to be, but we ultimately strayed from. Sometimes you need someone else to help you out, or when you're feeling down, you need some outside force to just pick you back up. So, thank you guys for watching. like, subscribe, that would be great, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.